I thought that was going to speak just take 5-10 minutes, but it's such an important concept that I think you got the concept. Makes sense. It's very powerful. Okay, let's speak a little bit about Pesach now. So Pesach is. I wanted you to do an exercise in order to go out of Pesach, out of Egypt. Every year we're told. Why do we have Pesach every year? I know we did it last year. Okay, go out of Egypt. Nice, right? What? Every day is a new day, right? Like we just saw. And every day we repeat in Shema twice a day minimum, right? We say the mitzvah says Shema to remember Yetziat Mitzrayim. That's the mitzvah why we say Shema, to remember we come out of Egypt every day. So why do we need to have a week where we do that? So the idea is that you have 1 week when it's all about entering completely into the definition. It's like you dip in the mikveh, right? You go completely into the world or pool of freedom. You want to know what freedom is? You got to go into rehab. Pesach is 1 week of rehab from the addictions you have in your life. Then, now, in Judaism, we don't believe that you cannot take something that you were addicted once about, right? I have my own theory about, you say someone who is an alcoholic can never take alcohol again. That I don't agree with that theory. I understand that for most people it's true. I believe, and I've met certain people that, are different, but again, I'm not saying that as a statement or truth, but it's my own personal belief. Because in Judaism we say you can disconnect yourself from an addiction, just like during the year we eat chametz, right? Oh, but if chametz is bad for you, right? Then we should not eat the chametz all year. But no, we say no, you can eat chametz. On Pesach, though, you remove yourself completely from chametz. The whole idea is Pesach is a time when you can divest yourself completely from chametz, carbs. It depends who you ask. No, chametz is not bad for you. It depends how you use it. Is alcohol bad for you? Not necessarily. It depends how you use it, right? So you have to see what we as Jews we do lechaim. So you have Farbrengen or you have Kiddush. So Nichnas Yain Yotzei Sod. We have Purim. So we can use alcohol for a holy purpose. But it can be an addiction. Be careful. Purim, yes, exactly. So the idea is how to use this world in a way that is not destructive. So on Pesach, you're going to have 1 week of rehab, your own personal rehab, to achieve true freedom, to remove any addiction. So this is what the work you have to do. You go over everything that you're addicted to. I'm addicted to watch 2 hours of Netflix every night. I'm addicted to go sleep too late. I'm addicted to wake up too late. Obviously, also, I'm addicted to be sad. Whenever something happens, I'm depressed and sad. I'm addicted to anything, right? I'm addicted to cigarettes. I'm addicted to nicotine. I'm addicted to vaping. I'm addicted to pot. I'm addicted to my wife. No, that's good. But the idea is, all those things are things that preventing you from being happy. If you think, would I be happier without that? You will say yes. Do I want to live a life where I'm not addicted to those things? I use it once in a while. I watch a movie. Once in a while, I smoke a cigarette. That is a different story. You can have some chametz during the year, but how much in control of yourself are you? The body represents Egypt. French art. Ooh. It's a Picasso type of thing, but it's a good marker type of Picasso. I'm French after all, so Picasso was not French, but the Mona Lisa, right? So, anyway, we have our great thing. So your body, right? Where we said, remember we said the 7 sefirot correspond to the body, correspond to the 7 lower character traits, which is the different desire, the 7 main desires. By the Christian, they call it the 7 cardinal, temptation or sin, whatever. And the head represents being above the body, and that's what it corresponds to Chokhmah Binadas or Ketech Chokhmah Binah. And that's why we have 3 matzot. The reason you never ask yourself why we have 3 matzot, and we break one, and it's weird, right? So you have 3 matzot because they correspond to the 3 powers of the head. And the reason the Seder is focused on that is because we want to be able to overcome any of the body's addiction and tap into our personal self, the power of choosing how much of the 7 you have. And that's why the Seder plate has 7 simanim. It's the plate, it's one, but you have the Zroa, the Beya, the Maroch, Choset, Kapat, and Chazeret. All that is the symbol of the different part of you, right? Different things that push you to be addicted to things. So the body, the physical world, correspond to Egypt, and your head correspond to Israel. Israel is Rosh, She, El, right? Rosh, Li. There's many ways to put it. Rosh Eli, or Li Rosh, it's my head. The idea is that if you want to be free and go out from Egypt to Israel, you need to be able to control your body and be above that. So what do? You make a list of those things that prevent you, that limits you. Mitzrayim, Metzar, narrow, preventing limits. Mitzrayim is all the limits. You want to know what's the Egypt of today? Everything that limits you from being happy. Because you're addicted to the little things of this life and you're not able to live your life to full potential. So you make a list before Pesach. You have to do it, right? If you want to have meaning when you burn the chametz. By the way, what's the candle that you do? The candle is the soul. The candle is the soul of man. The candle of God is the soul of man. So what do you do with your candle? You're going into the corners of your home. When you go around and search, you're really doing internal search. What am I addicted to? What are the parts of me that are not happy? What are the parts of me that are angry? What are the parts of me that are sad? Why am I depressed? Why I'm in pain? Why am I sick? That's what you're doing. And by the way, that's why there's a Kabbalistic minhag to hide 10 pieces around the house to represent those 10 pieces so that every part of you is examined. And you think about who you are. Why am I the way I am? Why am I not happy in life? We all have problems. We all have baggage. And everything is from Hashem. So how come I'm not happy? What's preventing me? What am I not understanding? Right? I'm not saying it's easy. We're all in the same boat. But it's hard and we're preventing ourselves from being happy. So you need to find out what are those things that are preventing you from being happy. And you write everything on the paper. Then you take that paper, and when you go burn the chametz, you throw that paper with it, because that's the real chametz. The whole bread thing is just, what does bread do? It's just a symbolism. It represents you're putting your thoughts into bread. You're making it a reality, but really you're talking about the things that you're thinking. That became your physical manifestation of the chametz that you have inside of you and inside of your house, because your house represents your universe, right? And you're throwing that paper in it. Now make a copy of that paper. You throw that paper in the fire with the chametz, and at the same time during that week of Pesach, you ask yourself, can I be free of all those addictions for 1 week? If you can do it for 1 week, you're really free from the Egyptian in you. Now, sometimes it's hard to take everything off. You're like, okay, I smoke pot, but I cannot stop nicotine. Okay, at least you go a little bit out of Egypt, out of the pot, or out of the going to sleep late, or early, or waking up too late, laziness, and then that's you. That this year, that's your level, and you go to rehab for that laziness or for smoking pot, and and you're 1 week free, and you're celebrating your freedom.
Very targeted.
What?
Smoking pot seems very targeted here.
Oh, well, because I mean,
It's catered.
my surrounding.
You feel very. Yeah.
Or my surrounding is, in my experience, that a lot of people smoke pot because people are very stressed or unhappy, or they're looking for spirituality, so they find the most affordable, cheap, and not doesn't look that dangerous in small doses, at least. But the idea is that we have to, if you want to have a real meaningful Pesach and feel truly that you're free, then you should make a list, write it down. Don't have it just in your head. If you want to make it real and meaningful, write it down and try to decide. So meaning you burn one part and the other